Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Glover in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Both of these teams get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Here's Morales. Wembanyama, screen on White. Here's Morales. He takes it in. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. That shot, no good. Nice D from Brown. Pass to Holiday. Outside, Brown. Takes the 3. Morales with a rebound. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal. There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Here's Glover. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Morales. Here's Glover. Tipped.
How about the defense from Holiday? Reading the play and using his defensive instincts to swat it back.
Here's Glover. Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Here's Glover. And he double clutches and throws it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Holiday. He's guarded closely. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Morales. For three. They get it back. Pass to Glover. Five to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Out to the right wing. Here's Morales. He's guarded by White. They shoot again. It's stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from White. And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Talk about authority, B.A. You won't see many soft finishes from this guy.
No way. He's giving you the full force every time. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jump shot.
I mean, you watch Holiday play this game. He just explodes off the screens. Very good in pick and roll.
Wembanyama, screen on Tatum to the paint. Kicks it out to Williamson. Here's Glover. On the take. And the layup falls. Glover's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Williamson with the ball for New Orleans. Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Williamson passes to Wembanyama, and unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
And Allie, thanks. Wembanyama, screen on White. Going inside. Here's Glover. Drills it from deep. Glover's got 7 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
On the wing, Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
There's a screen. Williamson inside. Pounded by Tatum. Glover, pass to Morales. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Morales has got his second basket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 5. And that one good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Morales. He's got 5. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Holiday, following the score by New Orleans.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish, just light work.
Here's Morales. He has 7. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Counted from distance. Brown's got 6.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
And there's the screen. Here's Morales. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Now here's Brown. He's got 6. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And that one hits the back iron.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The drive by Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Here's Morales. He's got 12. Clock at 6. They double him with White. Murray for 3. He buries it from 3. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
I like how Murray pushes the pace, pulling up for the shot right off the pass.
Williamson against Brown. Over Williamson, and the basket by Brown. Give him 8 points now.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Wembanyama, screen on White. Out to the wing. Wembanyama against Porzingis. Kicks it out to Williamson. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 6. Up top, Brown. Covered by Williamson. Brown can't hit. New Orleans has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Now here's Williamson. Yet to see a basket. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
So it's Boston now. Here's Pritchard. Drives to the hoop. Shots blocked. Here's Morales. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Cornette sets a screen to the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New Orleans, the shot's good.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Murray drives in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And the basket by Brown.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
They set the pick. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Morales. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Al Horford. New Orleans shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Greg is checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Brown. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive. Both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league. And it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
The Pelicans lead by 10. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williamson with it. Wembanyama screen. Williamson into the lane. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Morales. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 14. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 16-point game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. PA?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Pritchard. Sinks the tray.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Morales. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morales has got 19 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Here's Glover. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Craig. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Now here's Horford. Outside Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Pritchard following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Horford. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him. It's blocked. And Tatum gets it to go through the D. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Morales. He's got 19. Down low. Here's Misi. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Pritchard. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Now here's Tatum. Give him 8 points now. Tatum with a screen. Inside. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
He's got a great sense of timing on the pick and roll. When Tatum makes his move, it's decisive.
Screen by Olynyk. With the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Outside Craig. Shot clock at 5. Tatum with a screen. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Olynyk with a screen on Tatum. Pass to Olynyk. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the line for him here. Some changes for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Cornette. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Craig. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Blocked! Here's Morales. 21 points in the game. Here's the pick. Over to the wing. Olynyk in the post. Working on Porzingis. Lets it go from the wing. Morales can't hit. Boston's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
And there's the drive.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Holiday. He's closely guarded. Okay, do it, KP.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
They set the screen. Into the lane. Here's Misi. Olynyk passes to Glover. Pass to Morales. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. The shot by Misi, no good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Hauser. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Morales. He's covered by Holiday. Morales can't. Hit. Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Tatum. Morales with a rebound. Morales has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. New Orleans leading by 14. And here's Williamson. Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Here's Williamson. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down. Right on Porzingis.
And few sights are more impressive than Zion taking flight and absolutely annihilating the rim.
Brown against Wembanyama. The 3, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Jones with a screen on Holiday. Now Murray. He's got 7. Jones sets a screen. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray with the ridiculous handle and quickness. He is so aggressive with that move.
Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Williamson with a screen on Porzingis. The drive by Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Celtics trail by 15. Holiday passes to Brown. Now here's White. Back to Brown. Over Williamson. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Brown's got 15 points.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's Morales.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And he takes that one up and powers it through. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Picked by Williamson. Here's Wembanyama. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Cornette's checked in for Tatum. Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
And here's Brown for 3. Morales with a rebound. Morales has got 6 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama, screen on White. Here's Morales. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Brown looking around. "13 feet out. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Got to be cognizant of where Brown is at all times because this man will torch you.
Wembanyama screen to the inside and stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Here's Brown. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoff.
Here's Morales. Jones with a screen on Holiday. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, my
goodness. How about that?
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Brown against Williamson. Pass to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward for him.
Yeah, BA, he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now here's Brown. 19 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Horford. And here's White. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Misses from close range. New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Morales. 27 points for him. Wembanyama, screen on Holiday. Here's Morales. And it's in there. Morales has got 12 points now in the quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pelicans ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. New Orleans leading by 20. So the Pelicans 5 right now. We've got Zion Williamson, Wembanyama out there with Herb Jones. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's A-Train in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Pass to Morales. Just 3 to shoot. Over White. Morales can't hit. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Left side, Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 22 points.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Jones with a screen on White. Here's Morales. And a two-handed jam!
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Holiday passes to Tatum. Down low. Here's Brown. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Jones. The rebound, Celtics.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Misses the wing three.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
White, the pass to Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. And here's Brown for three. He drops it from range. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Outstanding work in the pick and roll. Murray is just keeping things simple in these sets.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Back to White. Outside, Brown. Puts it up. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Morales. He's covered by Holiday. Jones against Tatum. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. The shot by Holiday, no good.
got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Wembanyama, screen on Holiday. They kick it out to Murray. Nails it from 3. Murray's got 14.
Well, Murray won't let a shot pass him by, so he just goes after the corner 3.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Boston again missing. New Orleans leading by 23. Here's Morales. Give him 31 now. Pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Boston pulls it in.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Outside Porzingis. Brown against Jones. Looking to end the run, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Jones with a screen on Brown. Here's Williamson. It's stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Off the inbound pass. New Orleans leading by 23. Here's Morales. Pass to Murray. Right side Jones. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Williamson for 3. And again, New Orleans, no good. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Now Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Right wing. Puts it up from the high post. And Tatum with the basket. On the assist by Porzingis. Tatum's got 14 points for the game. Wembanyama, screen on White. Morales passes to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Williamson. The rebound, Celtics. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Holiday from long range. Nails it from beyond. The arc. He's got 5.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And New Orleans will go for a different look here. New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Glover. 17 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Rebound by Olynyk. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Glover. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
No good from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And there's a pick. To the inside. The shot by Misi, no good. Celtics trail by 21. Tatum from long range. Misi grabs the board. The Pelicans shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. Here's Morales. He's got 31.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New Orleans. Got it. Brown's got 9 points now in the second half.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Morales. And that one drops.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. There's the triple. Here's Porzingis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And when he focuses on rebounding, Porzingis can pile them up. Tall, even by NBA standards.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. The Pelicans lead by 20. Screen by Olynyk. And he drives in. Out left to the wing. Olynyk with a screen on Brown. And he dunks it down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Holiday. He's got 5. Inside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And Porzingis with the block. They recover it. 6 to shoot. Here's Morales. He's covered by Holiday.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Here's Pritchard. Horford outside. To the inside. Here's Brown. The bank shot, no good.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Here's Morales. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
A difficult situation for Boston. Holiday passes to Horford. It's Brown on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Glover driving in. And yep, it's good.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Pritchard. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Misi. Rebound Boston. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. 14 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Brown's got 33 points.
Yet another thing that makes Brown so difficult to guard. He is exceptional off the dribble.
Screen by Olynyk. Here he goes.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
The Celtics shooting the ball at 48% so far. Back to Pritchard. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. Pritchard's got 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Olynyk with a screen on Holiday. Driving inside.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Horford outside to the wing on the left. Holiday passes to Horford. Outside, Brown. And a miss there on the triple. New Orleans leading by 23. Here's Glover. He's got 22. Screen by Olynyk. Takes it inside, and he jams it home with authority.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Pelicans ahead, running away with this one. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And 1/4 to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. Connects from downtown.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Here's Pritchard after the basket by New Orleans. He gets it in there.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
The Pelicans lead by 22. Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Glover. Screen by Olynyk. Shot's good by Glover. Glover's got 9 points now in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Well, the Pelicans shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Olynyk with a screen on Tatum. Morales passes to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops for him. And the Celtics in possession here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Outside Craig. Clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. From downtown, knocks it down from distance. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Glover. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now. There's the drive.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Left side, Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off a drive.
Here's Morales, hounded by Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Al Horford. And he knocks down the first one. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Craig. So hits one and misses one at the line. Here's Morales. 5 on the clock. Pass to Glover. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pritchard, no good. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Screened by Olynyk. Driving to the basket.
Oh, yes! Whoa!
Throw it down!
Oh! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Pritchard. The three. Here's Tatum. Back to Pritchard from deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Glover. Okay, look out!
Man.
Wow! Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Holiday. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Boston, no good that time either.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They still need this. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
There's a screen. Pass to Misi. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
The shot by Holiday, no good. New Orleans calls timeout. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Cornette, and it's Brown in for Hauser. And the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Now here's Alvarado. Wembanyama screen. Alvarado, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Tatum uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Brushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Williamson with a screen on Porzingis. Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Tatum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
White, he's checked in for Pritchard.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Now here's Brown. Count it. Brown's got 15 points here in the second half.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Wembanyama, screen on Brown. On the take. And that one's good. Morales.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
McCollum against White. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. White for three. Knocks down the triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here's Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Tatum. Got a hand on it. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line to shoot free throws.
Standing at 7-3, we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Williamson with it. Here he goes. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Boston has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Tatum finds Holiday. Back to Tatum. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Tatum. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. Here's Wembanyama. And here's Williamson. Into the lane. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Love how decisive Williamson is. When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
The Celtics shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Now here's White. Pass to Porzingis. 4-3. Alvarado with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
So it's Boston now. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. No coverage that time. Brown's got 38 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Alvarado. Now McCollum. Williamson with a screen on White. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Celtics shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Left side, Brown. Oh, sweet move. And Brown with the stuff.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
And stolen by Porzingis. Holiday finds White. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Pass to White. And here's Tatum. Inside. Here's Brown. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Morales. Hounded by Tatum. Morales passes to Wembanyama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And he's good on the second. Boston shooting just around 45% on the fourth. Here's Brown. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That was a courageous drive by Brown. He knows the defense is right there, and he's like,
The first free throw is good.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Williamson with a screen on Tatum. Outside for Wembanyama. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum's shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pelicans.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for A-Train.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Now here's Williamson. Lets it go from 11. Denied by Tatum.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wembanyama, screen on White. Here's McCollum. And a nice finish on the layup.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Left side, Porzingis. Nifty move. And that bucket's good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now, our player of the game.